Results Day, a day in the UK dedicated to GCSE or A-level results. But overall, that shit's just a day of stress and an amalgamation of emotions. Like, take for example that one guy who's trying to act tough, but he full well knows that he's crying on the inside because they know they done fucked up. Because these are the same niggas that didn't revise a single time, which led them to being that same idiot that when they were about to go into their literature paper 1, asked me that stupid question: who the fuck is Shakespeare, and should we know anything about him? So then I proceeded to look at the ground, took in a deep breath of air, thought to myself that there are idiots like this that lower the grade boundary, so I shouldn't worry about this exam. I looked back up at him and said, follow your heart, bro. And there's the two types of people who try act tough when they know they're gonna get terrible results. You got the acceptors, the ones that just accept what happened, find out how they're gonna improve next time, and learn to mature and grow from it. But then you have a young nigga crush out who just can't take accountability for their own actions. Apparently it's everybody else's fault in the world apart from theirs. Like, my bro, who told you to play FIFA until 5:30 in the morning when you know full well you have to wake up at 6 AM for school to do your biology exam, which starts in less than 4 hours time? But what makes it even worse is that when I play pro clubs with you over summer, you are still terrible! But let's keep it pushing and go on to the next type of people. The next type of people on results day are the criers. Off for wake up, them niggas are balling. But the strange thing is, the people that are crying are normally the ones that do the best. But here's where we need to diverge into strands, because there are different types of criers and for very different reasons. For example, the people that know they're fucked. The people that wake up on that day that have that huge reality check that life is real and actions have consequences, and them not putting enough effort for their GCSEs may have fucked their lives. Then there's the kids that are stressing that if they don't get all 9s, their parents are going to ship them back to Asia or Africa. The reason why I say Asia or Africa, because it's mostly Asian and African families that care about them all 9s. Then you just have the average sort of normal kid that's just kind of overly nervous. That's why they're crying and a little bit stressing. But that's all cool. It's alright. But now we'll get into the strand of criers that I start to hate. You got them niggas, when they open that paper, they see you. They start breaking down. Their knees become weak. They fall to the ground, holding that paper, with tears just coming out their eyes like a fucking waterfall. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna call these people the over-exaggerators. Then they start hearing their Meek Mill ad-libs. And then finally, they achieve the avatar state, where their whole 16 years of life just come rushing back to them. But the final branch of the criers, which I hate the most, is those niggas that are crying of joy. And I understand if they get a 9, an 8, a 7, maybe even a 6. But here's the thing. More time, the criers are the people who got a 5 on English and a 5 on foundation maths, and are just so overjoyed that they passed 2 subjects. And it's actually laughable how overjoyed they are. And I understand we all gain happiness in our own things, but passing subjects that are required to pass, why are you so happy? My nigga, you're moving like you've achieved 8 grade 9s. But to be honest, it's that happiness that they have over passing 2 GCSEs which really pisses me off, because I damn well know I passed damn near all of my GCSEs. But here's the thing, I have high expectations of myself, so I want grade 9s in damn near everything. So I'm probably going to get 6, 7s, 8s, and I'm going to be pressed over it. And I'm going to see them crying with joy, and then proceeding to hear that they only passed 2 subjects. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to stay hating, I'm going to be mad jealous, I'm going to be mad vexed. That's why I hate those type of criers the most. And speaking of jealousy, you have the comparers. And to completely honest, that's probably the one that fits me the most. We go around comparing our scores with everyone else. We get around the 6, 7, 8 range, and we never ever try compare our scores with people who we think are smarter than us. We always pick on the less smarter individuals to get that ego boost. But in truth, we are not too impressed about our grades. That's why we go around comparing with others, because at the end of the day, we really wanted that 9, we didn't get it, so we go get that free ego boost of a dumber individual. But then you have the weirdo comparers that keep on pestering people about seeing other people's grades when we full well know we don't want to show them it, but they keep on pestering us and just keep on pissing us off. I'm like, leave us the fuck alone. And then the next types of people on results day are the normal people. They go into school, they get their results, they see their results, and then afterwards there's some conversations with some other kids. They may do a little bit of comparing results here and there, but they're not too pushy about it, and they do it out of genuine interest for other people's results rather than an ego boost. And they also put in a good amount of effort for their GCSE, but at the same time weren't putting in blood, sweat, tears and toil. They passed nearly all their subjects and they're kind of proud of how they did. And this is just under 50% of people from each school. They had a chill summer, went out with friends a couple times, never really started the functions, but they were there at the functions. They don't really stand out, they're just really an average individual. Probably the first time they experienced a touch from the opposite gender, and probably got a fair amount of play. And 9 times out of 10, they'll do quite well for themselves in life. But me personally, I think them niggas are boring as hell. But let's keep it pushing. And now get on to the nonchalant people. 9 times out of 10, they're males. But don't get me wrong, they can be females as well. 9 times out of 10, they did shit on their fucking GCSEs. Their results papers are saying you. Just straight Love and Light TV ad-libs. And they already know that as well, so they don't even bother opening that letter. They just quickly leave the establishment, a quick in and out job, 2 minutes and done. Because they have to make money straight after. Because those individuals there, they've been making money the entire summer, whether it's legal or illegal. For them, it was just straight money and bitches the entire summer. They probably cracked a bitch before they came. And make sure you don't try to talk to them, because they are 9 times out of 10 ballied up. And if they're ballied up, 100% of the time, they have that bankai in their trousers. So please don't mess with them for your own safety, because it's not going to be sweet when they hit you with that Getsuga Tensho. But to be honest, they are normally chill people, but I would not chance it. And if you do for some reason see the results, don't say anything bad about it, because I promise you, they will go M for M with everyone in the vicinity. Teachers and students alike. You will all lose. And then you have the thugs. Or shall I say, the wannabe thugs. Because in 5 years time, they're going to be flipping burgers. Just like the nonchalant people, they did terrible in their GCSEs. But here's the difference. The nonchalant people were making bread over summer. The wannabe thugs were robbing civilians and saying that they were making bread. They purchase sharp silverware from IKEA in their parents' name, carry it around and act like they're thugs. And they only ever clutch it on civilians. But anytime there's someone who can actually do something about it, they start turning into Mickey Mouse. And then, shortly after, turn into Mo Farah, how they're doing cross country. They're often very insecure about themselves, so when they finally get to see everyone from school, they start lying to people to impress them. But in 5 years time, I'm gonna see you at McDonald's flipping my burgers. Moving on from them, you have the most dangerous people on results day. The over dramatic people. Like my friend, it is never ever that deep. GCSEs don't even really matter like that. But these are the same people that if they didn't do as good as they wanted to do, they just give up, fall into depression, or worst case scenario, they'd search for Truck-kun to isekai them. Like my bro, GCSEs is never that deep, bro. You choose your future, not what says on that paper. So please, I hope everyone stays blessed during GCSE results, and I hope everyone gets the results they wanted. Thank you so much for watching. Carlton Walace, out.